So let's say you're standing in the control room of a huge venue, maybe a sports bar with, I don't know, 50 screens or a big church auditorium.
Yeah.
You've got this perfect 4K source, but the main projector is literally a football field away. We know HDMI pretty much dies out after 50 feet.
It just gives up.
So today we're doing a deep dive into the kind of heavy-duty hardware that's built to solve that exact problem.
We are looking at the WolfPack 4K 4-port HDBaseT Input Card. The model is 4 HDBaseT in from HDTV Supply.
And we've got the spec sheets, the manual right here.
Yep.
And the mission is to figure out how you move that massive uncompressed 4K video signal across a building without, lag or signal loss.
And right away, you can see HDBaseT is the key. It's using standard T6 or CAN7 cable.
Which is a huge deal for installers. You're not running fragile, expensive fiber or trying to boost an HDMI signal.
Exactly. You're just using network cable that's probably already in the walls. It just simplifies everything.
Okay, but the first thing that jumped out at me in the documentation were the distance limits. It's not endless.
No, it's not.
If you're pushing a full 4K signal at 30 frames per second, the manual says you're capped at 110 feet.
Right, but if you drop that down to 1080p, you can double it to 220 feet. It's a classic bandwidth trade-off.
That 110-foot number for 4K is so important for planning, though.
Oh, absolutely. You need to know your cable runs precisely. But the upside is you get that range while still supporting, like 7.1, Dolby Digital, True HD, DTS:H HD.
So you're not sacrificing the audio for the picture.
Not at all. You get the whole immersive experience.
All right, so I want to talk about latency, because this is usually where I see a lot of, marketing fluff. Everyone claims zero latency.
Yeah.
But in the real world, processing takes time. This spec sheet, though, it actually gives a number.
It does. They list the delay at less than 7 microseconds over 330 feet of cable.
7 microseconds, that is...
It's 0.000007 seconds.
So that is effectively instant. I mean, for a sports bar, that's important, but for a live event, it's everything.
Think about it. You've got a CEO on stage at a keynote or a pastor in a big church. Their face is on a giant screen behind them.
Right.
If there's even a tiny perceptible delay, you get that old Godzilla movie effect where the lips move and then you hear the sound.
The lip sync error, it completely pulls you out of the moment.
It breaks all engagement. 7 microseconds means the picture and the sound are perfectly locked.
It's one of those things that's totally invisible when it works perfectly.
And a disaster when it doesn't.
Now, this card is designed to slide into these big WolfPack modular chassis systems. They can go up to, 160 by 160?
Huge systems.
Yeah.
And that modular design is a lifesaver. If one input goes bad, you're not yanking out a refrigerator-sized switcher.
You just swap the card.
You just swap the card.
Yeah.
And they have that WolfPack Care warranty where in the U.S. they'll ship you a replacement in 24 hours.
So your downtime is minimal. But I saw a really big warning in the installation nights. This modularity isn't a total free-for-all?
No, and this is critical. There's a big do not mix warning.
What does that mean?
It means you cannot put these new 4K 30 cards in the same chassis as older 1080p based cards like SDI, VGA, or DVI.
Oh, wow. So you can't have a legacy analog source running next to a modern 4K digital one in the same box.
You can't. The system's backplane, the internal architecture, is probably tuned for a specific data rate. Trying to sync those different signals would likely crash the whole system.
So it has to be a pure 4K ecosystem.
It has to be.
That's a huge gotcha for anyone planning an upgrade. On the integration side, though, it seems to play nice with all the usual control systems.
Yeah, you got RS-232, a WebGI, apps for iOS and Android, but the big one for installers is the third-party driver support.
For Control4 and Crestron.
Exactly. Control4, Crestron, RTI. It means you're not writing custom code to make the switcher talk to the room controller. It saves so much time on site.
So to sum it up, we're looking at a piece of tech that solves the distance problem with incredible precision.
As long as you play by the rules.
As long as you respect that strict 4K-only ecosystem.
It's basically high-performance plumbing for video. Not flashy, but it's the absolute backbone for any big visual display.
It definitely makes you think about all the invisible tech that's working behind the scenes.
And here's a final thought for you. The next time you're at a concert or in a casino, and you see one of those perfect, seamless video walls, just think about the incredible engineering it takes to make sure you don't even notice that 7 microsecond journey the light took to get to your eyes.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive. We'll see you next time.